All right, thanks for joining us in another GSL discussion. We're going to discuss today, someone stole my keys, what do I do next? All right, this is a common thing we get phone calls for all the time. Usually it can vary. It can vary that, oh, I've lost my keys, now I need replacement keys, or someone physically stole my keys and now I need to deal with that situation. So we're going to go ahead and talk specifically about someone stealing your keys and what to do next and all the security risks that are involved with that. So we get this all the time. Someone stole your keys. What do I do? Right? So in your purse, you have your house keys, car keys, maybe keys to padlocks and things around that you have. But I'd say the most important things that you're going to be thinking of when someone, steals your purse or straight up steals your keys is that, do they have my car keys and my house keys? Right? Because if they have those and they have your driver's license or whatever they stole, if they stole it out of your purse, then obviously they know where you live. Or if they went in your house or went somewhere in your car or something and stole your keys and in there they had your address on an insurance card or whatever, they could always go back to your home or your car and take that later, which is always what people are most concerned with, because we've had people call and say, hey, I was at a restaurant, someone ran right by, grabbed my purse and took off running, right? So let's say that the worst case scenario is someone stole, say you're a female and someone stole your purse and you had your car keys in there and your keys to your home. So what I would say, first of all, if you're for sure that it was stolen and not just lost, then you'd want to call the police for sure. File a police report and get that out of the way first and foremost. After that, your next important thing is going to be to call a locksmith. And what I would do is say, hey, you've lost your keys to your house. Just tell them the situation, and they're going to say, okay, well, if they have the keys to your home, then we need to rekey your house, right? And what that basically is we come out. You come out to your home, you say, hey, someone stole my keys. I can't have that because obviously they can get in any of my doors and they know where I live. So no problem. What we'll do is we'll take all the locks off your door. We'll take apart the lock, take the old pins out, discard them, take a new key that we create and match the new set of pins to it, put it right back in the lock, and then put the lock back on your door. And mission accomplished. You don't have to go buy new deadbolts and knobs for your doors. We can rekey. 99% of all locks can be rekeyed. So call first step, police, file a report, get a hold of a locksmith, get your house rekeyed first and foremost, because that's where your family sleeps at night and the highest risk is. And usually same day you can have a locksmith come out. So say you have a standard size home too. I'll give you a little bit of what to expect price wise too while we're on it. So say you have a home and you have your front door, your back door, and your interior garage door. And say you got 2 locks in the front, 2 locks in the back, and 1 on the garage, right? So 5 locks. So you say, hey, Mr. Locksmith, he's come out to your house, and when he's going to probably charge you, he's going to charge you, usually there's a service charge, there's a price per rekey, so every keyhole that he rekeys or everywhere a key goes in is going to have to be rekeyed. So you have a service charge, price for rekey, and then the price for the keys themselves. So usually I'm going to give you just a normal, general, especially in our industry. We're in Texas, in Tomball, Texas, which I don't think it varies by a huge amount across the country, but a good amount. So I would say your standard service charges, maybe on the low end, maybe around $50, $55 at the absolute lowest for a legit locksmith, to maybe $75 to $80, depending on where you're at for a service charge. Our service charge is usually $65 to $69.50. So recap. Call the police, file a police report, call a locksmith, get them to rekey your locks in your house, not replace, just rekey, which you're going to pay a service charge. I'll just give you our pricing. $65 for the service charge, $12.50 to rekey each keyhole. If you had 5 of them, 5 times $12.50, plus the $65 service charge. And then say you wanted 2 keys, which is $3 a key, so $6 per key. And so you're usually looking at about $120, $150 for a standard house rekey. So after you've got your house rekeyed, or while you're dealing with that, or while you're even talking to the locksmith in the first place, you want to also mention, hey, he or she also stole my car keys, because those are in my purse also. So good news is we can do both those things. And a lot of locksmith companies can do both those things, but don't assume though, because some of them only do automotive, some only do residential, some only do commercial, some only do access control, and some only do camera systems, or just safes, or just car keys and remotes. So when they use the word locksmith, it's actually a security professional. We're more security professionals than locksmiths, but we do all locksmithing stuff as well as cameras and access control and many other things. So I would just clarify that security company or locksmith company does all these services, because your best bet's going to be to find a company that can do them both, so you're not paying separate service charges for someone to come make your car keys and someone to come rekey your house. So anyway, getting your house rekeyed, maybe about $120 to $150 for a standard size home, a basic house. Then car keys. So here's what the situation is with the car keys. And it varies too, because some cars don't actually have physical keys to start your car. Some of you just get in and it senses your remote and you hit the push start button and it just starts up and you're ready to go. Some of them, you actually have a key you stick in. It may have a remote on the head. You push unlock, you get in the car, you stick your key in, you turn it and start it, right? So it just depends on your make and model of vehicle of what your situation is going to be on dealing with the locksmith. But what I would do is say, regardless, hey, Mr. Locksmith, I need you to come out. I need you to wipe all the old keys out of the system. Take them out so they don't work. Now, say you have a push to start vehicle and you don't use a key to get in your door. Well, that's easy then. We'll just wipe the car keys and then sell you a new remote key and program it in. And then any other prox key that they have wouldn't be activated when it gets near the vehicle for them to hit the start. It'd be wiped out. But if you say has a different type of vehicle, like a more common type where it has like the key itself with a remote built on the head of it, or just a key. Well, and in that key, usually there's a chip, and that chip is programmed to your vehicle. So if that's the situation, then even if we wipe the keys, when we're in there programming and wipe the old keys out, mechanically, the key will still stick in the lock and turn it. So they would technically be able to get in, but when they go to start it, it won't receive the signal to start because it had been wiped. But they're in your car. So a couple variables on there. Depending on the type of vehicle you have, you may get off easy. I mean, not easy. Either way, you're not getting off easy because you still got to buy a new remote key. You still got to get a program, pay for the locksmith to come out. But if it was like a prox version one, cool. We just wipe the old ones, program a new one in, mission accomplished. And those remote keys with coming out programming, you might be looking about spending $200 to $300, somewhere in that. $200 to $300 if that was the situation. Now, if it was one that uses an actual mechanical key with a chip in the head, we can wipe the key out where it won't start your car, but it's still going to mechanically turn in the door and open your door and mechanically turn your ignition, which that doesn't do anything if it won't start, but they're in your car. Some people are okay with it and say, you know what, as long as it won't start my car, it just won't leave anything in my car. Some people are okay with that if they're on a tighter budget, which is fine. But if you want to 100% make sure that that key that he has is not going to get you in the door and it's not going to start your car, and you want all that accomplished, then you'd have to find a locksmith company that will pull your door cylinder out of the door, or pull your ignition cylinder out so that we can take the wafers out and create a new key and match the new wafers to it and put that cylinder back in your ignition and then program it to your vehicle. So if you do have a traditional car that does have a mechanical key, even though it has a chip in it and stuff, we can wipe the programming part, but mechanically it's going to get you in, so we need to fix that. So the only way to truly fix that is to literally pull the cylinders out of your door, out of your ignition, out of your trunk, or wherever you have, repin them up, just like we did in your house keys, on your house locks, pop those back in, and then reprogram the new keys, and then mission accomplished. So it can get kind of expensive when this happens. We always feel bad for our customers when this happens, but that's what we're here for. Is whenever you have a problem like this, is we're here to at least soften the blow a little bit and make it a one-stop, boom, boom, you're done, and now you're safe again. So if you do have to do the key version and you do need to, I'll give you some generic prices in case you do need to mechanically fix those issues. So say you have to pull the cylinder in your ignition, pull the cylinder in your door, and rekey them both and put them in. Well, that could be a couple $100 to do that, on top of having to rekey your house already. So just some advice from me, I'd find a company that can do all of it so that you're paying less service charge fees, and rekey your locks on your house, and at least wipe all the programming out of your keys and create you a new key. And if you can afford it, pull out the cylinders, have a mechanic pull them out, or have the locksmith pull them out and rekey them and put them back in. And then you're safe. Everything's taken care of. Okay, so the other thing is you want to look out for is scammers. There's scammers all over online, and they prey off people who are in desperate situations. So you want to be very careful when you are looking for someone to come out and help you, rekey your house and replace your car keys. Make sure that you're hiring a legit company. Now, one thing is if you're calling after hours, like maybe after 5 o'clock on a Saturday or Sunday, your odds of getting a locksmith scammer are going to be way higher, because most all the legitimate companies with, brick and mortar stores that actually have physical locations are open Monday through Friday, and very few even Saturday, and almost none of them are open past 5 o'clock. So I'm sure there are a few, but just telling you in general. So you do want to make sure, if you're calling after hours, for sure get exact pricing. You want exact price. I need to get in my house. I need to rekey my house. How much is that going to cost? Oh, well, it depends on the door you have. And yeah, well, it doesn't really. There's still general pricing you can use. So that's kind of an excuse to get there and then say, oh, I can mark up things. So make sure you get upfront pricing. You're going to see all these websites, and it's going to be like weird names that you just don't make sense. Like, why they name their company that? AA Locksmith, A+1 Locksmith, Best Locksmith, area, whatever, weird things like that. They'll name all those things on the internet. You'll see all these scammers. And it's estimated about 95% of those listings, when you type in, say you type in, you're looking for a locksmith and you're in Houston locksmith, boom, hit enter. You're going to see tons of listings for this thing. And 95% of them are probably going to be scammers or people that are doing things shady. They're going to give you a low starting price, and when they get out there, when they send their contractor, because that's what they do, just call through a list of contractors that people they know who are very loosely titled a locksmith for one. They'll come out and say, oh, I didn't notice you had this lock on your door. Oh, it's going to be this much, actually. And then the ticket goes up 500%. So they make a living doing this. Be very careful looking out for scammers. All their sites look generic. You call them, it sounds like you're getting a call center. It's almost always a female, because in the call centers, they always have females. And she's going to be like, oh, yeah, I can get someone to help you with that. Let me have the tech call you, and he'll schedule it, and we'll get all the pricing done that way. What she's really saying is, we're not locksmiths. We know nothing about anything, so I'm going to give you to a contractor that we deal with, and then he's going to price when he needs to and get everything out of you so that we can both make money off of you. Basically what's really going on. So when you are looking for someone and you're in desperate need, look for the reviews, read the reviews too. Make sure they're not all just generic, because some of these companies really go out of their way to pay for people to give them reviews. Now, we've worked really hard to get 360 plus 5-star reviews online, but if you go in there, you'll see me going in there after people who have said things that are not true about us, about the company, and I'll defend our company. And you'll see many customers that are super happy and have personal experiences. They're listing techs that are in our company, so you know they're real reviews. So just make sure you don't get scammed. You're already in a tough situation where you lost your keys, or you got your car keys and house keys stolen. So make sure you get a full upfront price. Ask them if they're bonded, licensed, insured. If you get any red flags or feels a little weird, it's probably a scammer. So anyway, hopefully this helps you. Thank you for tuning in again. We appreciate the support as always. Hopefully this helps you find out what to do if your keys are ever stolen. So you can follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms. We appreciate the support. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really need those subscribers, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. Thanks again for tuning in.